This is a long overdue deep cleaning video. So today I am going to be cleaning out the refrigerator, getting rid of all of my old food, and trying to prep for some healthier food. I'll be deep cleaning the living room couch by unzipping all of the couch cushions, cleaning inside of the couch, and also shampooing this rug. Getting the living room cleaned up a bit. I also have tons of laundry to do. Then over in our bedroom, our windowsills are completely disgusting and need a good deep clean. So if you're stuck inside from the cold weather and need some cleaning motivation, then today is your video. So as always, you can clean along with me or just hang out for some motivation. I also have some news to tell y'all, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I'll get into that story a little bit later. But as I get started today, real quick, I'll show y'all some up close footage of some of the areas that I'm going to be taking care of. I despise cleaning the couch. I have no idea what that is. It's probably it's something sticky from one of my kids. I'm going to attempt to get it out, and this is what I look at every day in all 4 of our windowsills in the bedroom. It is just gross. This is the outside of the window, but I can still visibly see it. So I'm going to just take care of all of that today. Well, actually, this video was shot over a couple of days, but those are going to be my main focus areas. I'm going to start in the kitchen and go through our refrigerator. Like most people, I guess, right around the New Year time, one of my goals is to get healthier. Now, when I say healthier, I'm really trying to define what that means to me, because it can be different for everyone, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is for me. Some people define healthy as no processed food. Some people define healthy as just eating whole foods or doing the Whole30. I think that if you didn't know, a really long time ago, or not that long ago, maybe 2017-ish, maybe it was 2016, I got personal training certified. I went through all of the fitness stuff. I was pretty into eating healthy-ish, but I also did a diet called macro counting. I've done several different types of diets or experimented with a lot. The one that really, really worked for me was macro counting. And if you're not familiar with that, it is tracking your macronutrients, which consist of your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. And then you kind of track how many a day you're getting. I did work with a coach and got a set amount. So then each day, depending on my goals, I would get a specific amount of those macronutrients, but I didn't necessarily have to cut out sugar or cut out any types of foods. So a little bit similar to calorie counting, but you're actually going one step further and counting your macronutrients. So each of those macronutrients has a different effect in the body. So it's just one step further along with exercise. So it's also called flexible dieting. So I basically was able to eat whatever I wanted. It was more about portion controls and amounts. Now, fast forward to 2025, I loved that approach because it was very difficult for me to give up specific foods. So anyways, that is what worked great for me diet-wise. But I realized even doing that is real effective. Whatever, but it's not necessarily healthy. You can make it healthy. And a lot of times you do lean towards healthier foods because you realize I can eat all of this salad and get full off of it, opposed to eating one little piece of chocolate and then, So anyway, so going always kind of doing that. And I always stick to higher protein diets and lower carb diets. That's always also worked very well for me, especially in cutting fat. And sorry if that was a lot of information. I know people have asked me what I do, and it's I can't just explain it in 3 words. I have to go into depth because anyways, it's all different for everyone. It really just depends on your personal preference and what you're going to stick to. But anyway, now I'm thinking about cutting out specific foods, maybe dairy, or even going and getting my blood work done to see if there's any types of food that I'm sensitive to. A couple of years ago, I did a food sensitivity test called My Body Health. It was at mybodyhealth.com. I shared my results with all of y'all. That was 2 years ago. And it actually did say I was sensitive to all dairy. And it said I was sensitive to like all alcohol. I was sensitive to like a lot of things that I didn't expect. And so I've kind of taken it with a grain of salt, but I did start cutting out like cheese and stuff, and I have noticed a difference. But anyway, that test was more of like a hair follicle test where you grab some pieces of your hair and then you stick it in this tube and then you send it off, and then they give you like this analysis. But I think I do want to go and get like a blood test done just to see, and then make a decision based off of like, maybe I should go completely dairy free and cut out all of those types of foods. And maybe I need to go gluten-free and cut out all of gluten. So it's like, I'm just kind of need to experiment, like what does healthy mean for me, and how am I going to fit that into my, my overall well-being. Now, if I get into like diets are, I think it's difficult for people to stick to a diet. And when they say like, you really need to have, it's really a lifestyle change, that is true. I've done Whole30 a couple of times, and it was so difficult for me. And Whole30 basically is like, you're basically eating whole foods, nutritious foods, limited sugar, no processed food. You have to make a lot of your own food. So it is like a big adjustment. And then the reason why I could never like fully stick to that as a lifestyle is just because there was so much, I feel like I couldn't go out to eat. So that was kind of a big change for me. But anyway, it's just really seeing like what works for you, what works for your body, what works for your lifestyle, and then how bad do you want that change. But anyway, if you're interested, I know I've had so many questions about just that, and I'm like, well, I don't really talk about my diet a lot, so thank you guys for letting me talk about it. So yeah, I really do want to get back to cooking more. I know one of my New Year's resolutions was to cook more. And I did say, like, I only cooked twice a week, or want to cook twice a week. And people are like, you only cook twice a week? I don't go out to eat 5 days a week and then cook twice a week. That's not what I meant. What I meant is that, like, I will just buy pre-seasoned chicken and throw it in the oven. Like, I don't consider that cooking, I guess you can say. Or Chris will, like, grill something. I mean, like, I don't, like, find recipes and, like, cook them every night, if that makes sense. But I do want to start doing that, and I want to start using more whole ingredients. But anyway, I will keep all of y'all updated. If you have anything that worked really well for you, like if you had to cut out gluten and it was like life-changing, or if you cut out dairy, or even if you didn't have a sensitivity to it, let me know your experience with any of your diet and lifestyle changes.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you're wanting me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, and open my heart.
Now that we're done with that, and speaking of working out, if one of your New Year's goals was to find a workout routine that actually works for you, then I've got you covered. Thanks to the Kingsmith WN10 Trifold Rowing Machine, and thank you to Kingsmiths for sponsoring today's video. I love rowing because it is a low-impact, full-body workout that strengthens muscles and improves cardiovascular health. It's ideal for all fitness levels, so you don't have to be an athlete to use it, and it's easy on your joints, yet provides an effective workout. What I love most about the Kingsmith is its innovative design that allows you to fold up the machine when you're done, so you save space. You can literally work out anywhere in your home and just put it away when you're done. It folds up into a 3.2 feet compact size, which is equivalent to a 26-inch suitcase. It is excellent if you have limited space. Traditional rowing machines can be bulky and difficult to store. As for the workout, it has 32 levels of magnetic resistance. It combines water resistance along with magnetic resistance to deliver a 50 kilogram or 110 pounds of pulling force. This caters to all different fitness levels. The presence of water resistance provides users with a better and more realistic rowing experience. If your only workout time is when your kids are napping, then that is no problem because the rowing machine's silent design produces a soft and smooth water sound, replacing the sensation of rowing on a tranquil lake. It offers a stable and peaceful experience that's perfect for home and apartment use, ensuring workouts won't disturb others or wake up your kids. Its user-friendly design provides wider pedal spaces and Velcro foot straps with a buckle design for added security. It's designed for people of various heights, so both my husband and I can use it comfortably. It supports up to 150 kilograms or 330.69 pounds and users up to 7.38 feet or 225 centimeters. It features a longer track, 1,250 millimeters or 49.21 inches for a versatile experience. It's energy efficient, consuming only 1.3 watts per hour. It's built to last with quality assurance, having passed 300,000 rowing tests. The LED screen provides glare-free visibility, displaying distance, 500-meter pace, stroke, calories burned, and more, so you can track your progress for each workout. The rower targets 86% of major muscle groups while being gentle on the joints. So it's suitable for everyone from fitness enthusiasts to seniors looking for an effective, low-impact exercise. It comes with a free app for tracking progress, syncing data, and enhancing workouts. So here I did about a 20-minute workout and rode 1.24 miles. My favorite features include its compact, customizable, and user-friendly design. The WM10 transforms your home into a versatile fitness hub to help you accomplish any fitness goals you may have set for this year and those to follow. It's endorsed by fitness enthusiasts for its cutting-edge technology and design. Be sure to get your King Smith WM10 Trifold rowing machine and start your rowing routine today by using the link in my description box below. So next I am going to do some deep cleaning in the living room. We still have the couch that way. We weren't sure which way to turn it. We kind of liked having the window open or having more open space like near the window, but we do end up switching it back later on. But we are going to, or I am going to, take off all of the couch cushions, wash them. I dislike doing that because it is so hard to get them back on. But anyway, we're going to do that, and then I am going to pull out the shampooer and shampoo the rug. But speaking of working out, my favorite workouts are a combination of high intense interval training and weight training. So I will do like the rower for 15 minutes, and then I will do a weight workout for 15 minutes. So like 30 minutes about 4 times a week is really what I aim for. But I also told y'all that I have some news to share. Some of y'all might not even know this, but I, along with doing YouTube, or you may not know that YouTube has always been like a side gig for me, and I worked a corporate job. I was fully remote pretty much after COVID. I worked in the oil and gas industry for 15 years, and I was at this company for 13 and a half years. And at the end of December, I put in my 2 weeks notice after being there for over 13 years. And I decided to leave my corporate job. So what's really funny is that I kind of worked my way up from a long time ago. If you don't know my backstory, I basically went to I have always worked since I was like 14 years old. I was getting paid under the table working, and I worked throughout college. I went to school local, and I don't know what that is on the couch. I think it's a highlighter, but I paid my way through college, and I went to night school. So I worked 10-hour days, and then I would go to class from like maybe 7 to 10 p.m., probably twice a week. It was a little bit before like online was a huge thing. There really wasn't like a ton of online type classes back when I was going to school. Makes me sound kind of old. But anyway, and then my goal was to get into a corporate job, and then get all the benefits and do the whole corporate life. I never talked about my job here, not a whole lot. I just felt like it was never relevant to like go into detail about my work, because this was like more of like a homemaking channel. So I would have people be like, how do you buy all this stuff when all you do is stay at home? And I'm like, well, actually I work a couple of jobs, and I'm drowning. So that was one of the big reasons, is that I was drowning in not only work, double work, all of my jobs, all of my kids. It was getting overwhelming. But really what's inspired my YouTube channel was the fact that I thought I was going to lose my job in 2020. And I was devastated because I was so dependent on my job, and I worked my way up and I loved my job, and people were just getting let go left and right. And I felt like I could just lose everything in just one quick decision. So I decided to kind of take control back of my life. I was getting depressed. I was just like a lot of us were in that time. And I decided to start a YouTube channel. I was like really, really terrified. And I just thought, what could I lose? Some of my biggest, concerns were like, what if people from my corporate work find out that I'm cleaning my house on YouTube? But then it's like, who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? So I actually never ever thought that I would be doing YouTube over corporate. That wasn't ever my intention in the beginning. It was always to help supplement. In case I were to lose my job, I would have a little bit of extra cash to like get me through until I like maybe got hired on a different job. So it's really interesting how things have changed. So I wouldn't say so quickly. I mean, that was back a few years ago, but how things have evolved and how my needs have evolved and my, lifestyle has evolved. So I have all of y'all to thank, but I gave this thing a shot in 2020, and I wouldn't say like I was like banking off of YouTube or anything like that, but I was like really helping supplement. I had 2 small kids. They were both in daycare. I worked during the day, I filmed on the weekends, and by 2022-ish, that is when Chris quit his corporate job and to pursue his company. So he had a side business to begin with, and he wanted to go all in on that. So that is when we made the decision that it is best to like go all in on that and give one thing up. I would have all the benefits, keep my corporate job, since mine was a little bit more laid back than his was more like emergent, like he was gone a lot. And then now when it came my turn, I was like, I don't think I could do it. But there were things that we had to figure out. There were things that I needed to give up to pursue what I really wanted. And that's what my decision came down to. Real quick, I'm using the Tinco, what is this? Shampooer, and there's like an attachment on it. So I'm using that to get off whatever is on the side of this. It's actually doing a really good job, thankfully. But long story short, it took me about a year to really do it. I think the longer that you are at a job, and the thing is, I didn't hate my job either. So it was difficult. I was there for a long time. I was paid well, and ultimately I couldn't do it all. And that was where I was like, I'm going to have to like release something so that I can bring in the new. And at the end of the day, I liked my corporate job, but it was not fulfilling. And I didn't, even though it was flexible, I didn't get the flexibility that I wanted with my kids. Like if I needed to drop them off, pick them up, go here. It wasn't like I could just leave my computer and do all these things all the time. So having the freedom is like a huge deal. And then just being able to be creative and do my own thing is like amazing. It is scary, but it is so amazing. So what does that mean for y'all? It just means that there are more projects that I'm going to have time to do. But I am going to be dedicating a lot of time to my coaching program, where I basically teach you how to start a YouTube channel from scratch and how to grow and monetize it and give you the freedom that you've been wanting. We are doing a big launch this Monday, so make sure you're on my email list. If you haven't grabbed the free YouTube Power Kit down below, then go ahead and grab that. I also have some free training down below on how to get started. But that is my big news, and I guess my lesson for this is that this year should be all about releasing what no longer serves you. And although it is so difficult, and it was so difficult for me, it was like this year I knew that I was ready for just new beginnings. And although it's scary, I don't know what's going to happen. I do know that it was the right decision.
You know that I lie when I say that I'm fine, 'cause you know me like that. You know me better than anyone I know. Yeah, you know I need space, a little time for myself when I'm stressed and upset. You know me better than anyone I know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All these years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises, all the ups, breakups, bumps in the road, we've been until we break. We keep crashing down, but baby, we got up. Yeah, look at us now. After all these years, yours and mine, it's you and I. It's you and I. You won't say it out loud, but I can tell you're not fine, 'cause I know you like that. I know you better than anyone you know. Yeah, I know exactly how you bottle things up inside, but you don't have to.
So I'm putting all of the couch cushions back on the couch. This is the hardest part because sometimes, like the couch cushions, I feel like they shrink a little bit every single time. So getting them to fit perfectly is like a pain. I'm usually sweating after I'm done doing all of this. But next week's video, I will be doing some more decorating around the house. I still have some Christmas stuff up. I know. I actually filmed this a little bit like closer to like the beginning of January, but I didn't finish like posting it until obviously now. So I do have my Christmas tree down. I saw when I was watching back, I was shampooing the rug and the tip of the Christmas tree was there, but I promise y'all, my Christmas stuff is down. My house was empty looking, and then my big thing was to decorate that black cabinet there in the back, and then the whole kitchen area, and then I do want to add some more indoor plants inside. So that is next week, where I will be decorating and refreshing the house. So if you're not subscribed already, then be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of those videos. Next, we're going to move on to my bedroom. So you can see like the view from the inside of my bedroom is that the windows just look dirty. It's not inside, but it's the outside part of the window looks disgusting. So that is what I'm going to work on next.
Heading to Vegas in my blue stripe car. she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. Uno, dos, tres, yo.
So these past couple of days, we actually had our first snow day ever. Well, not ever, but at least since 2021, when we had like a big ice storm come through, and like it was a big deal because we lost power and it was freezing for several days. And a lot of people, unfortunately, like the pipes burst in their attics, their houses were flooded, and it was like 20 degrees. That was the big Texas snowstorm in 2021. I did video like the aftermath of that. Luckily, none of our pipes had bursted or anything, but it was just that we're just not as equipped for this type of weather. But luckily, we did not lose power these last couple of days, and we got a few inches of snow, and it was a lot of fun. I know for most of y'all are like, oh, it snows all the time. And it's just your regular winter, but in Texas, or at least in Houston area, we just don't get snow like at all. Maybe like we do every several years. So it's like pretty exciting as long as we don't lose power. But for us Southerners, it was quite exciting. I have some quick clips I'll show y'all in the next week or two. Or if you saw my Instagram the other day, we also made like 2 giant snowmen. So anyway, we just had a lot of fun.
I've been dreaming about you. Every night I see you clear as day. It's just something about the way you make me feel. 'Cause I can't concentrate anytime you're beside me. Yeah, it's what you do to me. I can barely breathe. Hey, I've been thinking about you. All the words that I'm gonna say the next time that I see your pretty face. 'Cause I can't concentrate anytime you're beside me. Yeah, it's what you do to can see you in front of me. All I do is close my eyes, and you're just standing there with your perfect smile. All I do is close my eyes.
But thank you all so much for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, got some motivation out of it, and I will see y'all next week for a brand new video.